By the way, how many times did we say?
I know.
Listener number 1.
Yeah.
So we have something. We have something important to discuss here.
Oh yeah, exit.
So why did you wake up feeling frustrated and angry at nothing in particular? Number 1.
I don't know.
Thank you.
I think we live in a society. That's why.
We live in a society.
I don't know. Late stage capitalism or something.
You know what? I think.
So that's.
Oh, what? My bad.
Told you.
They played around with the mixer. Good luck.
It's all over the
kids
place.
here.
I mean, we've always lived in a society. Number 1. It's nothing new.
Hunter gatherers would disagree with that.
I mean, I would call what they lived through some form of society. Would you not?
Turks, whenever you're ready.
Hello.
They were socializing with each other.
I would define society as having
A house.
agriculture. That's the cutoff point for me.
That's the line.
That's the measure stick.
Okay,
Agriculture.
There are green things in the ground. Okay, society now.
Okay, the word you're looking for
Okay.
is civilization. You know that monkeys have societies, right? You know that there's monkey, ape, primate
I don't know
societies.
where we're going with this, to be honest.
Hey, welcome past the Kabsa Boys.
Thank you
What's
very
happening?
much. Thank you.
Stop.
It's gonna be one of those
Stop.
episodes,
Stop,
ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. Hey, welcome past the Kabsa Boys. What's happening? What's popping? Live from Riyadh. I got the boy Chuck's right behind
Yo.
me. I got Shams right next to me.
Yo.
And we got listener number 1 in the building. And we got too many people here. We got too many people here
And we
with
live in a
cameras and
society.
stuff. Like there's a lot of noise. There's a boom mic that's like flying all over me the whole day. So anytime you guys see a boom mic, just don't give a fuck. Just ignore it.
Yes.
I just want to say to the boys before we start this, all this is documented and not in our own way.
Yeah.
Right? I'm just saying.
So they have proof now.
Yes. You can't fake this shit.
Nope.
Well, anyway, welcome to episode 176. What's happening?
It's all good.
What you guys been up to?
Nothing
Interesting.
much.
Oh,
Vibes.
very, very
Vibes,
Vibes and
energy,
Oh, man,
vibes and
amazing.
energy.
I've been
Amazing.
texting
Okay,
Shamsi.
before we moved on, how was the adhlal thing on Wednesday?
That's part of the things I want to go through.
Okay,
But,
like-
I'm asking about your day. Look, I'm trying to show that I care about your feelings.
You don't.
All right,
You don't.
don't.
This we know.
Okay, so like, just tell me. Oh yeah, my weekend was fine.
My
oh
weekend
yeah,
was great.
Oh, fuck off. All right, Turks.
It was cool.
All right, good.
Vibes.
I was
Number
sad.
1?
I was sad again.
Oh yeah, we were just talking about how sad you are. No, still no one.
You weren't frustrated?
I had nothing in particular, as
Okay.
the
Listen.
message said.
First off, last Wednesday, y'all missed out.
Okay.
Adhlal had this. Well, you didn't come. This is the second one that
Yeah,
you
I
missed.
missed out, yeah.
Second
Turks.
majlis?
Yes, you went with the first one. Me and you.
Yeah, I was there.
Adhlal has this majlis that they do every couple of months,
Mm-hmm.
where they bring in specific people, either industrial engineers or people who are passionate about certain things,
And the
or
design
people
industry.
who are good at what they do.
Okay.
You know, or great at what they do.
Okay.
Like the last one, they had this barista telling us like the breakdown of like coffee beans and everything.
Dope.
Okay.
So what I want to get to, shout out to Her Royal Highness Princess Noura for inviting us, for having us, Adhlal, Smug, everybody, Lakan, the whole crew, everybody. So we were having a conversation, and it's a conversation that we had, but we never really finished.
Okay.
Okay, we had it off the podcast.
Have we ever finished the conversation?
Actually, we don't, because we're losers. We don't know.
But which particular one?
We were talking about AI and art. I know we're bringing it back. All right, so let me ask the question now. So I want your perspectives, because you missed a great fucking conversation about architecture, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, you missed a great conversation.
What was it about?
About zaha hadid.
Oh, okay.
So would you?
okay. that was a very. I'm not that interested.
I am entitled to my own opinion. About
Okay, let's start with architecture,
subjective
then we'll go
matters.
to AI. All right?
Okay.
Because the conversation started from architecture. How do you feel about zaha hadid's work?
Innovative,
Okay.
Okay.
groundbreaking.
Okay.
Not my cup of tea.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's fine.
Hey,
What-
my personal opinion,
It doesn't have
Okay.
to be your cup of tea.
All right, but why is it not your cup of tea?
because she follows the deconstructive school of architecture.
And that means what?
It's more about treating the building as a sculpture, caring about the form rather than the function.
Okay.
Or the basically it's function follows form.
So no ugly buildings.
What do you mean ugly building?
I mean,
I've seen
there's no
Zaha
such
Hadid
thing
buildings.
as an
They're
ugly
all ugly
have you
buildings.
looked at Soviet
Really?
architecture?
So they don't. pique
That's
my
brutalism.
interest.
It's
It is
Interesting.
beautiful.
Is it too sci-fi?
Kinda, yeah. I'm more of a.
Y'all are sci-fi people.
I'm a brutalist, and like I want to look at the building and be miserable, kind of.
Why don't you guys like beauty? What's wrong with you guys in beauty?
If I want,
There
if
is
I want
beauty
beauty,
in
I'll look in the
brutalism.
mirror.
Okay. So you think it's beautiful?
I think it stands out from among everything else around it. I
It
think,
does.
Yeah,
It does.
And that's the purpose.
It's super appealing. Like I would love to work in a building that was designed by Zaha Hadid. I think within the building that the form and not the form, the way the space is implemented, all of the curves, I think that adds something to the actual space itself. I think it adds feeling. It makes you feel better. I don't know. I wouldn't.
So you love curves, basically.
Who doesn't? I mean, would
Fair
you like?
point.
Do you like edges?
Depending
You
on
like
the
edges? Is that what you like? You like edges?
here's
You like
the thing.
pointy things?
I'm gonna sound like a major Philistine, but every single Zaha Hadid building looks like you took a ball of paper and scrunched it up and threw it somewhere.
Okay, that's not
That's
how
what it
curves
looks like
work.
to me.
It's part of the design process. I'm not gonna say no.
Shuf, honestly,
So you're saying she actually scrunched up paper?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a software that she built over a long time
Yeah.
to help her get her ideas across, because the hardest thing was the engineering part of it,
Yeah.
because it's not something that's
it's not
known.
easy to do curves.
Exactly. So, excuse me. So now that Zaha Hadid, God bless her soul, passed away, all the work that comes after her, from her company that still exists, is it considered Zaha Hadid?
Yes.
That's a tricky question.
That's the
Yes and no.
that's the ship of Theseus argument again.
Let me ask. No, first, let me ask. The
I mean,
architect.
it's not really
Let me ask the architect first. Okay.
It's not really the ship of theses, but yes, because it's her style, it's her school of architecture. Her whole team basically designs. I don't know, in her eyes, I suppose.
Guidelines.
I don't
Let's say
know.
guidelines.
But isn't
They follow her
if
style.
someone was with Michelangelo,
Yeah.
I was literally thinking of that example.
okay,
Okay.
and he learned under Michelangelo, and Michelangelo passed away, and the guy went on to do his own thing. Is it considered Michelangelo?
To complete that point, David. Do you think David was sculpted by Michelangelo's own hands? Hell no. It was in his studio by people who worked and studied
Yes.
under Michelangelo.
Yeah.
Yes, but he was there.
He was there. He oversaw it.
Studio Michelangelo.
We're talking about after his death.
Studio Michelangelo. After his death, they still kept doing exactly what Michelangelo was doing. It's technically
Would you still consider it Michelangelo though?
no, it's Studio Michelangelo.
Shuf, I would.
Okay, it's Michelangelo
Just like
light.
Zaha Hadid right
Okay.
now. It's her office.
Well,
it's not
that's
her.
my question.
You will
That's
have
exactly
to.
it.
You will
And
have to
her
add an
whole-
asterisk to that by saying this is from the office or from the studio of Zaha Hadid, not from Zaha Hadid.
But that's
So
exactly
that-
how they're doing it right now.
Yeah, so you kind of highlight the fact, okay, listen, we are inspired by this lady. This lady is
Well, it's basically her still company. so
yeah,
Yes,
it's, and
yeah.
whatever, and
It's
we're
in
still
her name.
we're following
The firm is called Zaha
we're
Hadid.
following her traditions, let's say. But at the same time, we have to admit that she didn't design this, she didn't oversee this, but we're still implementing the same design principles that she espoused, that she came out with and made famous and all of that.
Okay.
So that's the no part. So no, I can't say it's a Zaha Hadid building because it ain't at the end of the day. But because it follows the functionalities and the guidelines of Zaha Hadid's previous work, then I could say, yes, this is a Zaha Hadid building.
But it's
You get my point?
It's her whole team that is literally designing based on her like her ideologies when it
what-
comes to design.
So how would you
So
how would you sell it then?
It says Zaha Hadid School, basically.
No, I'm with him on this one.
Adjacent.
I understand that it's a school, but I'm talking about after. So she built the software, right? And this software is helping her bring her vision to life,
Thoughts to life.
right? How is it different than Dolly? How is it different than AI helping you put your vision together?
Because she built the software herself. So
No,
she,
first off, she didn't build the software.
let's say
herself.
okay.
Let's relax.
Let's say
Okay.
that she oversaw the building of a software in order to kind of project her own design principles onto design.
Okay.
That's not what Dali does. Dali,
I understand that,
Yeah.
but I'm saying after now she's gone, this software exists. See what I mean?
so anything that the
So
software
if let's
comes out with,
say, in I don't know, like
20
5,
years.
10 years, 20 years down the line, Zaha Hadid's company decided, you know what, we're going to give out the licensing for the software. And all of a sudden, all these architects had access to the software. Is it considered Zaha Hadid?
So at that point, with any
What is it considered as?
Software is just a tool. What does the software do?
it creates
It
designs.
basically, it does all the parameters that she likes to implement in her design, to get it to be engineer ready to be built.
I'd say
Oh,
no.
no, that's completely
I'd
different.
say definitely no. Like you can
It is definitely no.
Yeah, it's like you have people emulating her style and her aesthetic, but
Everywhere.
the smart people will use that as jumping off point to do their own stuff.
Okay,
I
but
can
at the
imagine
same
that.
time, we were arguing about Dali helping people create AI art that's as good as professionals, right?
Okay. Let me tell you this. Okay.
Here's the
So
thing.
when it comes to
here's the thing. There can no longer be a Zaha Hadid building because Zaha Hadid is dead. That's my long and short of it.
And same thing with you.
Yeah. I agree.
I agree with you 100%.
But when it comes to Dali, okay, let's go back to people getting inspired by Zaha Hadid, for example,
Okay.
and designing in her style until they figure out their own style. do you think DALL-E is going to figure out its own style at some point and go like, Van Gogh, who? I'm DALL-E.
Would you like to answer that for him?
Yes. Definitely, yes.
100% yes.
What are you talking about?
Eventually, you can create profiles of AIs that act and think in a certain way. You can create a profile of an AI that's more risk averse, or a copy of an AI that's
This
more
is where machine
experimental.
learning comes in.
Yeah, that's more experimental.
Machine learning, yeah.
That's called personas, Turks. So you can create you can create an entire tribe of AI profiles that interact with one another and have like a child Lord of the Flies kind of
That is
scenario
scary.
with last man standing. Bro, AI is scary.
By the way, did you
I
guys
know,
see
I know.
that DALL-E is going to do now real image photos?
بعد.
Yeah.
Next scene.
Yes, so
We don't need
it
this.
will crop images from the internet and create a real photo for you.
Yeah, I thought of a really dumb joke.
So Photoshop.
You are dumb, my
With
friend.
the-
I thought a
DALL-E,
really
basically.
dumb joke. If you think there's a Van Gogh AI, you think there's going to be only one audio stream because Van Gogh cut off his ear.
I hate you
All
so
right,
much.
that's it.
This is
No.
I
I
thought
do not
on the
believe in
spot.
you as a person
كذا جتني
anymore.
كذا كحة لازم اطلعها لازم كذا.
Okay.
لا, but شوف, I think when it comes to AI art, one thing people aren't recognizing, people are, let's say, a lot of artists right now are pissed off that, that's taking our hard effort away from us. And I understand that. You do have a point of view here. You spent a long, long time learning how to do a certain thing. Then this asshole comes here with a fucking line and he's copying the exact same thing I did. I had to learn 10 years to do this. But this also opens up the door to do things with AI art that you could have never dreamed of doing
If
on your
you're
own.
not a designer.
If you're not a designer, because you're approaching this from a non-design perspective. You're not limited by how designers are programmed to think. So you can end up seeing things or creating things from a perspective that nobody really thought of before.
Right. Now I have a question for you, right? So I think we were discussing this before, or it was me and one of the boys. I'm not sure. But anyway, as throughout humanity, we were as good as our tools, right?
Yeah.
We were always limited by the tools that we
We
have.
discovered fire and guess what happened?
But we were always limited by the tools that we have.
Yeah.
The more tools that we got, it became much easier to do a lot of things. Right now,
True.
there's production houses that do big things, and there's 3 idiots with a fucking cannon, right? Doing something similar.
Exactly.
Not the same quality, but something similar to it, right?
A
So-
product with quality.
What if we look at what's happening with AI art as something positive? That it's being accessible to a lot of people.
And that's how I'm looking
It
at
could be a new tool that's going to push us to something more, I don't know, extreme or different. We don't know yet.
As long as you look at it as a tool, not the whole process.
It is a tool. It's always been a
It's
tool.
always going to be. Adobe Photoshop is a tool.
And keep in mind, it's not just that. It's a tool that's being constantly refined and updated on a literal daily basis. Turks. Like every single day I go online and I see new things, people doing new things using new software versions of these AIs. And it's not just DALL-E. There's different diffusion softwares. It's still such a new field that we don't even know how far people can take it. I envision a point in time where you have somebody who literally gets hired because he knows how to write a prompt. He is literally going to be called the prompt engineer. We hire this
copywriting.
person.
Okay.
No, we are hiring
prompt engineer.
It's not- it is actually copywriting.
prompt
No, it is
engineer.
actually copywriting, but it also is somebody who knows how to play with parameters in a way where he can basically direct this software to create exactly what I want.
Yeah,
I know how to use
that.
Because look, you know what he's right about. For example, if a real artist knows exactly what goes into art and the different types of art, my dumbass will just jump on DALL-E and say, the moon next to a star and enter.
Pretty.
Right? And then real artists will say a mosaic of a moon next to a
Hey.
star at this date and this size and so on, so on, so on, so on, so on.
That's me.
So still, no, you're
And
not.
that's
No,
not
you gotta
you.
relax.
Okay.
You are nowhere near an artist.
Okay.
You are an art at best. Okay.
I know how to write.
All right, that was stupid. All right, so anyway, listen.
Yeah, it's fine. I can write a scene from the Muppet movie in the style of Caravaggio, for example. Like, doesn't make it art.
That would be dope. I'd
No,
love to see that.
No.
How many people can do that?
Exactly. No, actually,
You
I
have to know
disagree.
who Caravaggio is, and that's it. Really.
Well, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
I disagree.
Not
Number
everybody,
one.
not everyone's going to create equal.
No, I disagree. The fact that, okay, yes, it is simple. The fact that I just need to write a sentence and I will get an output, but being able to visualize and create something that nobody has done before, that requires effort. That requires having an imagination. That requires having prior experience with fantastical things.
So you're saying if Hitler had AI, he would have continued his.
Where did we go?
Where are we going?
Why?
Where are we going?
Why?
He would have
Where are we going?
Why?
he would have continued his art career. I'm
You're
following.
an ass.
I'm following
You're
logical
an ass.
connection
You're-
here.
you're-
I'm sure somebody would have hired him at some
You
point.
painted the dots. I connected them.
Yo, this guy's an
Oh,
asshole.
wow. Okay.
I mean, yes. Number one, the whole of
Thank you
world
for closing out
history
the
would have
subject.
been different.
Yes, yes.
I actually have seen his paintings. His paintings are crap. Like he doesn't understand
Of
perspective.
course, they're crap.
Oh, yeah, thank you for telling me. Because every time I go to sleep, I'm like, yo, how does Hitler's heart look like?
Like,
I
he
was
does
always
not-
wondering
he
in my
doesn't-
sleep.
Was
He
it
doesn't-
really that bad?
Like, no one ever fucking woken up and was like, yo, how was Hitler's heart today?
He did
Like,
not
I didn't
understand-
check that out. There's bigger things that we hate him for.
Actually,
I mean, the Mets
did
missed
wake
out
up.
on that one. I think the Mets really
Yeah.
did miss out on that one.
Stupid.
Perspective wasn't his strong suit.
Anyway, moving on. We took too long on this. Swear to God, you can't have a conversation
No,
with y'all
but the
anymore.
fact that y'all had this conversation, it's interesting because nobody really knows the answer. There is no right answer right now, in terms of how do you separate the AI part from the art part.
Yeah, because right now is the process where everybody's thinking.
And it's like a sandbox. Everybody's
People are
playing.
having opinions, and their opinions are changing daily. At first, I know it at the idea that AI can just create art and people can lose their value. But later on, I just like, okay, there's people who really want to do something, and this could be a great way for them to
It's a
get
tool.
better.
Yeah, exactly. And
So it sucks for your friends. I mean, I'm sorry. Like, actually, his friends too.
I don't have friends.
Well, that's true. You're just our imaginary friend.
you just
I
have,
don't.
Well, anyway,
you just have people you complain to.
something else on the news. Y'all want to go international, but local?
Yeah, sure.
Glocal.
Local.
Okay.
Oh my God.
You taught me the worst word ever.
It was my stupid ass in that deck. So Lebanon.
Lebanon.
Yes, would you like to go in?
Do you know what's been happening in Lebanon, Turks? People have been heisting. Okay.
What?
People have been heisting. Okay.
There's
People
been
are
a lot
robbing-
of Ocean 11s going on in Lebanon.
There's a new
What?
pastime going on in Lebanon, and it's people holding up banks and taking their own hard-earned.
Yes.
No, they're not taking the banks' money.
yeah, exactly.
They're
Yes,
all
yes, 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 yes.
Oh, I heard about this.
They're going to
careful.
banks and taking their own money. You know why? Because the poor suckers have been so fucked by the government that they can't even take their money out of the bank.
I think I remember something like they can only withdraw like what $500.
Not just that, the devaluation that happened to the currency over the past couple of years. $1 used to be 1,500 Lebanese liras. Now it's 2,500. So in order for you to get $200, you need to take $700 out of the bank. That's how bad it is right now.
Wow.
So, and people have been fucked, to be quite honest. And since this has been going on, so now there's a new trend where people are literally going to the banks with guns, holding up hostages, and taking their own savings out.
I don't know if he's excited about the story
No,
or
it's-
angry
it's
about
just-
the
no,
story.
it's just-
I don't know how you're
For
feeling
me-
about the
for
story.
me, honestly, the fact that it's become a trend is it's terrifing.
Okay,
That's
well,
how bad it
it's
is.
like
First
something
off,
from his
close your
sci-fi
eyes.
novels.
All right. First off, lower your eyes when you're talking to me. All right? Don't pop your eyes like that ever
You
again.
know, like,
All right?
how
Okay,
like,
relax.
this world is weird,
I've
man.
never seen you catch feelings over a bank heist
Because
in my
why,
life.
why am
All
I
right?
robbing the bank for my own money? It's my money.
All right, cool. Yeah, remember when it happened in Argentina a couple of years ago?
Yes.
Yeah.
What happened?
Did it have
a couple
this
of years
feeling?
ago?
Bad things happen. in
Oh, remember
Argentina.
when the banks did the same thing? They stopped people from taking their money.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. No,
We
I
were
didn't know
sitting
that.
next to each other reading the story.
Okay.
You idiot.
I know that the economy crashed, but I didn't know that they stopped people from taking out their own money.
Yes, we were watching the same news, me and you, on the same couch, by the way.
Bro.
Shamsi, you're a history idiot like myself. Have you heard of the fall of the Roman Empire? There's this thing. There's this thing
There
called.
was this Roman Empire.
It had
one
a
day.
thing called Visigoths,
Yes,
if I remember.
It's had a
You
thing
know?
called.
They sacked Rome
Yes,
at some point.
It's had a thing called the devaluation of the currency,
Debasement.
debasement,
Yeah.
potato.
True.
Potato.
Yeah, basically, what you
Stupid.
could a single piece of silver was debased so much to the point that it no longer had silver, and if you refuse to take that silver / copper, you would be killed for it. And my point is, like, the economy is not real and money isn't real. It's all a lie. We agree on.
Okay.
That's all it is.
But there's a
It's funny
problem
how
here.
it's coming from someone that's very wealthy.
No, but there's a problem here. It's to the point where literally, if I'm living in that country, even the money that I'm getting from abroad is I'm not getting. You're sending me $1,000. Why is the bank paying me $300?
First off, it's very like you have to go into details of what happened to Lebanon for where it got to today, and that's not what we're talking about because you're simplifying it, saying, "Oh, the government's not giving them the money."
There's this guy called Sykes and Pico.
It's basically the
I'm
banks.
trying to get away from there.
It's the banks. It's not the problem. Is the banks.
So what we're talking about is the heist that happened.
Which one?
What happened?
Well,
Yeah,
we're talking
literally,
about the
which
last
one?
one. We're talking about the last one because the last one was more interesting for me than the ones before.
I need to know details.
There
So
was
the last one, there was the video is there's this woman who walks into a bank and then all of a sudden she pulls out a gun and then like some people go crazy and there's some people like holding the door back.
This was on Wednesday.
This was on Wednesday, right? And then she took the money and then she put a post on her Instagram. What's her name? Hold on.
No. She took $13,000 from her deposits. Sally
Hafiz.
Hafiz.
Yes,
She did an interview.
$30,000.
13.
I heard it was 30,000.
And prior it was 13.
Okay.
So apparently she did an interview with a local news channel telling them that A, the gun was a toy, and B, that she needed the money for her sister's cancer treatment.
And C, she went to Turkey.
Okay. What she said was, I have nothing more to lose. I got to the end of the road. I got to a point where I was going to sell my kidney so that my sister could receive treatment.
All right.
This was the interview that she did.
This was the story.
Yeah, this is the interview she did with a
Did
local
you
TV
see
channel.
all the other videos?
I saw one video of her waving a gun around the bank.
All right.
And then people screaming.
And there was one girl screaming.
Yeah.
Like even the bank is like, yeah, all right, let's get this shit over with. Let's just wrap this up. We've been used to this by now.
This is the third time this month.
Like, so basically what I thought was very funny, there was another clip of her when she was counting the money. When they're giving her the money from the teller and she's counting it.
Proper heist.
She's vibing. Like literally just fucking vibing. Not a person who's scared trying to get the money, get the fuck out of there. She's there counting the money, going through, and people still outside looking through the window. And she's like, oh, counting the money, and she's talking bullshit. And the other guy is recording. There's other guy on the other side. Like they could have held her right there. The gun was on the fucking table.
Bro, she was waving the gun around.
No,
like
no,
it
no.
was
I'm
a
talking
hello
about the
sign.
second video.
Okay.
No, dude, the one you didn't see.
okay.
Pay attention, you idiot. Okay.
What,
the one
was
I-
everyone
the
going
gun-
like, yeah, that's just
The gun was on the fucking table and she's counting her money. They could have took her down right there. I smell bullshit.
Bro,
That's what I'm trying to say. That's
Honestly,
it. I smell
I know
fucking
for
bullshit.
me, the funny part is when I looked it up on the news, I just thought this was something that happened on Wednesday. And then I realized, oh, no. There's a trend and it's been going on.
It's been going on for like 2-3 months now.
2-3 months and it's literally accelerating. You're gonna-
This is the third one by my count.
Yeah.
bro,
It is
on
third one.
Friday, there were 5.
Yes, sir.
5 on Friday. Hers was on Wednesday. On Friday, literally you had 5 across the country. And people doing the exact same thing.
And God bless people in Lebanon,
Bro,
man.
I
wish
feel
them all
bad,
the best.
honestly.
They're
I mean-
stuck. They're stuck,
Yeah.
man. Like, wish them all the best.
Like a
man.
guy walked in with a gas tank with like fuel and shit, threatening to burn down
That's
the
a
bank.
superhero origin story.
All right. We just said prayer to Lebanon. Like 2
We
seconds
feel
ago.
bad here.
Yeah.
Like we feel bad here. Number one, you're supposed to feel bad with us
Look how bad he feels. He's smiling while saying it.
because
That's how bad he fucking
because
feels.
it's
Yes, because it's so bad.
honestly this is the example of a reality is weirder than fiction. If I wrote a script about somebody robbing a bank to get their own money, people would be like, "Yo, this is fake."
yeah, that's some Black Mirror shit.
Exactly.
Here's the thing.
When the fuck are we gonna stop this bullshit?
Which one?
Like, no, this whole bullshit that's happening in the,
The
Middle
podcast?
East.
Oh.
Oh, no, this bullshit is gonna end soon.
Very soon. Very soon.
No, but seriously, like, when is this gonna stop?
Bro, it's
like
all
every
pop.
time, like we solve one problem, another one pops up.
because people are not looking out for each other. Everybody's just looking out for his own. It's all, and especially when it comes to Lebanon, like it's very me, my people, my sect kind of thing, rather than what's the good of the nation.
Do they vote in Lebanon?
Yeah, they do. They have elections.
Okay, so they do choose the people that lead them.
Yeah, but they choose حقنا.
Okay,
لأنه إحنا
I
زي-
don't care.
Yeah,
But you have the choice.
yeah,
You can make a change.
yeah.
You're not making the change though.
No, because حقنا. My team, tribalism.
Yes, I understand tribalism.
Yeah, I'll tell you. That's why.
I understand. Okay,
That's
even
why.
if you okay, this is very dumb. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll tell you why. Even if everyone in Lebanon is struggling, right, and you're the candidate, and your tribe is like, yo, we're gonna put you up there, right? Your tribe is still struggling with everybody else.
Yeah, but they're struggling more. See?
Yikes.
Exactly.
Yikes.
I'm not struggling as much as they are, so I'm better off. Good. So need to vote for me. So you struggle less.
And if you vote for the other,
That's the slogan.
That was
Struggle less.
struggle less.
Vote for me. Struggle less.
that's the side of one. That's one side of the coin. The other side of the coin, if you don't for me, they're gonna get you. That's the other side of the coin.
Bro,
Well, that's always been it.
but you
You choose me, or it's over for you.
or else. Like, you even see, like you hear it from the stories of the people that live there. You go to certain areas in the city and this is super clean. Our trash is picked up. I wonder why. Because, these people are much more connected. They can actually afford it. They don't have to rely on any NGOs or any non-governmental organizations to actually get their shit done. So that's the problem. The problem is there is no unity in terms of, this is our nation. That's the missing point, I feel, when it comes to Lebanon, especially.
حارتنا ضيعتنا.
I swear to
And,
God.
and the same problem, you see the same problem in different countries as well. It's not just
Yeah, we
Lebanon.
understand that, but that's the thing. Like when you're trying to, we're not gonna say peace in the Middle East because there's no peace anywhere, right? But if you're trying to make everything calm, right, to make everything flow in a certain way that everybody can get along, everyone can do business together, everyone's economy can fucking flourish. You try to do that.
Think I give a shit about that? No.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro, nah,
but
bro.
your people are robbing banks though.
Because I'm mad.
That's not a fucking answer.
No, I'm telling you the thought process in the system there. It's very selfish in terms of
I
looking
have
out for
eyes.
your own. You
I
know?
understand that.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm saying if you have a choice to make, why aren't you making those choices?
Good question. That's actually a good question.
That's always been my question every time I see Lebanon. You have a choice to make.
It's hard, I think.
And your choice is coming up real by the end of this month.
There's a lot of ignorance, especially when it comes to the old generation. The old generation, for a large part of them, they still have memories of the Civil War, and for them, it's hey, this is what got us through the past 30 years. Let's just keep going. Forget that the whole country is falling apart. Forget that everybody's leaving.
First off, this disclaimer: you're talking.
I'm talking about my
from what you read.
from my awareness of the subject.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you are not an expert in this subject.
Not at all. Not at all.
You're not Lebanese.
Not at all.
You don't know nothing about what's happening on the streets.
Yeah. Making sure.
Yeah, no, you're ugly.
Yeah,
you're too ugly to be. If you were Lebanese, they would have killed you.
Brown.
Right?
I'm too brown to be Lebanese.
No.
Listeners,
You know, you're
my-
ugly,
listeners,
not
my
brown.
only expertise in Lebanese food is that I find it delicious.
Okay, see, this is why I hate
That's
this
why.
guy.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
ask me about
this is the
Malusha.
kind of input that I like.
Ask me about
the subject.
Malusha, ask me about shawarma, ask me about hummus.
All right, thank you for that one.
Shawarma is not even Lebanese, bro.
Yeah,
All right,
It's Lebanese adjacent.
yeah, it's like it's within the region.
it's adjacent.
Close enough.
Oh man, well,
In other international news,
what happened?
have you heard of the greatest thing? Okay, it's not the greatest thing, but it is the most British thing that I've ever seen in my life.
What is it?
Tea and crumpet NFTs.
No.
Okay,
There is a queue in the middle of London.
The letter?
No, there is a queue in the middle of London.
Listen to the man.
That is long. Number one, it is miles long. And people have been standing in this queue for hours.
30 hours at
And
least.
hours and hours. And you know what? You can't sit. You can't lie down.
Can't go to the bathroom,
You can't. There's bathroom, but
but still, you have to be next to it.
yeah, you have to be next to it. You know why? Because there is a box and people just want to look at the box.
All right,
That's
nice.
literally why.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's
that's how I'm seeing it.
You know, thank you. Welcome to Pastor Kabsa's comedy show with Shamsi. He's super fucking funny.
So basically,
and we're all enjoying it.
As part of the occasion of the Queen's funeral, the
It's not an
British
occasion, it's called a ceremony.
ceremony. I'm just
That's not the word.
It's an occasion.
No,
Something that occurred. Something
you
that
are
occurred.
dumb. Okay, you are dumb.
The British have opened up the door for something called
The
the
British.
lying.
You mean the government?
The British, yeah, the people running things over there. Okay, so the public can pay their respects to the Queen.
You stupid.
Okay, now I have no issue with that. That's actually a great thing to do. Like, you know, sign of symbol
Yeah,
of
people
unity
love
and
the
all of
Queen.
that. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But it's a way too long of a fucking queue, bro.
A lot of people love the Queen.
Bro,
Explain this.
Why are you surprised
Can
about
you please
this?
explain simplicity to this idiot?
bro, it's 30 hours.
So,
She reigned for 70 years. She would have racked up fans going along.
true.
you racked up fast.
Yeah, no offense, yeah.
Bro, honestly, I just there's a live stream for the queue. Number one,
You know what's funny?
there's a live.
No,
I actually
no.
looked at
no,
the
no.
stream.
Hold on. You know what was funny?
So boring.
You live in a kingdom,
Yeah,
and you understand the value of a king,
I do.
right? So you should understand the value that they have for this person
That's-
that was there for 70 years. That affected their life in and out every single day. She was on every single currency. She comes up every single Christmas, wishes everybody love and happiness and stuff.
يا أخي ما
Like
عندهم-
she was there, bro. Imagine this: there's a lot of people that were born that only know her,
I think the vast majority of the British.
and
are.
that's
vast
what I'm
majority,
telling you.
yes. Yeah.
That's why I would wait for 30 hours.
Bro, ارسل معروض. You can't send.
What the fuck are you talking
Like
about?
honestly, like there's no other way of showing your condolences than waiting for.
yeah, you can
hours.
go. You
It's
can
a
go to
different-
Buckingham
it's called showing
Palace.
respect.
Yeah,
It's a
you can go
difference
to
of
Buckingham
culture.
and put up a rose if you want.
There we go.
You can do that, and you can also wait in line
Just think-
for someone that you care for and see.
Honestly,
It's simple shit, my
honestly,
guy.
I just think it's excessive. Honestly,
It's-
For you.
yeah, bro.
It's a
Because you care about no one
it's a
but
difference
yourself.
of
You're a
culture.
selfish man.
Because
It's a difference of culture.
it's a difference of culture. Fair,
سريع سريع
maybe.
ادفن وخلاص خلصنا.
No, not just that. It's not about the time between death and burial.
It's
no.
part of it.
It's about showing your I don't know, bro. Like put up a website where people can put online signatures and stuff.
Like for the Queen, I'm gonna have
It's not a birthday
No, it's like
card. Chelsea. What are you talking about?
It's like an online.
there's a
guest book.
sentimental value of seeing the Queen.
Yes.
There's an
You
emotional
are
aspect
an
of it.
idiot,
I don't see the sentiment.
Like this
I
episode
feel-
proved how dumb he
I
really
feel
is.
it's just people wanting to be part of something that they can tell people later on. Oh well, I stood in the queue.
Oh,
It has no value.
Oh, so you think it's a trend, right?
I mean, yeah.
It's
You
not,
think it's a
not
fucking
that,
trend?
Bro, I am positive. I am positive.
They're not going to stand in line for fucking Pokemon, dog.
I am
Yo, you
positive
stupid?
that there are some people that just found the line and they're like, you know what, this looks like a great line. I'll just stand in line.
Yeah, yeah.
And they
Yeah,
have
yeah.
no idea why they're
Yeah,
standing.
let's go with common sense again.
I would
Wow.
doubt that they have
That
no
is
idea.
the most
Yeah.
British thing that I can imagine, bro. Just line up in the line, bro. There's a line. Let's just
You know,
find out where
every
it
time I
goes.
think Shamsi, I think Britain. You know, he's our expert when it comes to Britain.
I mean,
you sound like an idiot.
I have people who live there.
no
you
offense,
know? They can tell me things.
I don't associate.
and you know what you just proved to us?
That makes him an expert.
Press the button. Press the
No,
button.
no. Not wealth. They're also idiots. this is what they're telling you.
Currently, the waiting time is 10 hours. I think 10 hours.
10 hours. I heard it was 30 hours.
No, no,
when it
right
first
now.
started.
Okay, right now. It's 10. Bro, they had to close the queue. They closed the queue.
Yes.
It was 5 miles long.
Shamsi,
Okay.
how long would you wait for a Kendrick album? How long would you wait for a Kendrick concert? Sorry, in line.
If I have a ticket,
Yes.
if I'm standing in line for more than an hour, then I have a problem right now. If I need to go
That's
inside.
just the problem with you on lines then. Well,
Yes, exactly.
Bro, when I went to the World Cup, there were hundreds of thousands of people there. I did not have to wait in line to get into
Yeah,
anything.
do you know why?
So it's an organization
Okay, all right.
issue? What-
We got to the
issue?
bottom
Oh,
of the
it's
issue.
simple. Tell the Prime Minister of the UK to just call FIFA real quick to organize the ceremony. Since that's the vibe that you're going
you know
for.
what? You know what?
I went to the World Cup.
They have a special people line too. If you're a special people, there's a
Dude,
special
I don't-
people
I don't
line
know.
too. I'm not even kidding, bro. There's a line for MPs and their guests.
Listen. All you're doing
And
is
it's
just
supposed-
digging deeper and deeper
Bro,
and deeper. You're not getting out of this
it's
hole.
supposed to
We're
be-
keeping you there.
Are we not supposed to be equal? Is مو كلنا one not them?
Wait,
Talk about
wait,
them,
wait,
them.
wait, wait,
Okay.
wait.
How did we get here?
I'm telling him there's a special line for the MPs
Is there a
and their
hammer
guests.
sickle here
Okay,
somewhere?
okay.
Why is there a special line for MPs?
Why not?
When you go
Because you're a citizen just like everybody else.
when you go through the airport, how many lines are there in immigration?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. في حق سعودي وفي حق
No, we're all equal.
Okay.
We're on one line. What are you talking about?
هنا there's
are
international.
stupid,
Wait.
yo. You are
Here
a
there's
special
international
breed of
agreements
stupid.
to resolve that.
And here's the
that's
thing.
why if I'm a
And-
citizen of the EU, I don't have to stand in line if I'm
In
going
the
to France
airport,
because there's an agreement.
Even there is.
How do we
the
get
I
to
have money line
agreements?
and the I don't have money
I
line.
just hate lines.
Okay.
I don't like lines.
That's the
So
point.
we all
That's-
agree.
That's the
Yeah.
whole issue.
So
Yes.
do we all agree that he's an idiot?
Yes.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah,
And
yeah,
this
yeah,
is what we agree on.
suck.
Yes.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, he's just an idiot.
Bro, I can just take a number, okay? And then you call me when my
Okay.
number is ready. Why do I have to stand?
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you a
Show
story.
respect, Chancey.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, just give
Simple.
me a number.
She's
Okay.
my queen. My queen.
Listen to me.
Okay.
Listen to me. All right. Do you remember we were watching the Biggie movie? Okay. This is how I'm gonna dumb it down. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna dumb it down to this level. All right.
Okay.
So hopefully he can fucking understand.
Okay.
Do you remember the movie? Do you remember at the end of the
Yeah.
movie when Biggie died?
Yeah.
Spoilers, everyone.
It was only 1996. Anyway, I shouldn't tell him about Tupac either.
No, they're still
let's not
looking for
spoil
it.
it. Let's not spoil Tupac for anybody.
Yeah.
So at the end of the movie, they were driving Biggie's casket through Brooklyn, right?
Yeah.
And everybody went outside. I remember that time. Everybody went outside. Everybody was there. Everybody
Because
was
you were
cheering.
there.
Can I finish?
Yeah.
All right. And this fool was like, "Yo, it's amazing how people come out for someone they love."
Yeah.
And now he's like, "Yo, why are people waiting in line
Bro,
for
it's almost as
someone
if they love her.
You're an idiot.
they
Someone
already-
they fucking love and care
Bro,
for."
already في مسيرة. You could have stood in the street
Look.
during the مسيرة.
During this podcast,
Like, or-
and our friendship of 13
Procession,
years,
the procession.
we've already figured out that your parents don't like you.
Yeah,
all
not
right?
at all.
So,
Regretful. Like of 13
I
years.
feel bad about
right?
me.
So that explains why you don't understand that.
Mm.
That's okay. All right. You need a wife. You need a girlfriend. you need a life.
I don't need a queue in my life.
Don't trust me. Just need to cue your ass up.
Give me a button. Give me a button.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be the button. You're gonna be her button. All right.
I'm just saying, bro, there are technologically much
Please.
easier ways of doing this.
Relax. Look, everything. Okay, that was such a dumb statement.
Yeah.
That you basically ignored everybody that loves the person.
Bro, I'm not saying
No,
that.
that's what you're saying. You're saying, yo, there should be a better way
Of
and there's-
queuing up.
And there's someone that says, yo, I'm willing to stand here for a fucking 100 hours. See the person that I love.
Shamsi,
and you
there's-
tell them, oh, you're wrong for standing for 100
I'm not
hours.
saying you're wrong.
That's exactly what you've been bullshitting the whole time.
Shamsi.
I'm saying it's weird.
There's this thing called physical reality.
Okay.
And if many people want to do one thing, They have to wait and take turns. And when you wait and take turns, a line happens.
Can I not wait at home? Can I not just go to Buckingham Palace,
That's
take a
your-
number,
Okay.
take a number,
Okay, listen,
and then
listen.
call me when my number is ready?
Yeah, of course.
I
So,
will be.
so you want the Disneyland approach?
Hey, why not, bro? It's gonna be. You don't have to give
He
me
wants
blankets.
FIFA.
You
He
don't have
wants
to
the
set
World
up.
Cup.
You don't have to
What
set
else
up
does he
bathrooms
fucking
for me.
want?
He
You
wants
know
a
what? Fuck
live
it.
stream.
You're saving
Hold up.
money.
I have the solution. Listen,
No more live stream.
Call King Charles. Tell him Shamsi wants to see the Queen,
Hey,
and let him link it up real quick for
Yeah.
him because it seems like that's what he needs.
I need a number.
Just King Charles, real quick. Just hook him up with a number real quick. No, he can't write it down. He gets angry at pens. All right, so relax. Relax, all of y'all. Y'all stupid. I swear to
Oh,
God.
my
But anyway,
God.
off to other news. Oh my
Please.
God, bro.
Please.
Can we call this episode like Shamsi dumbs it down?
Dumbness.
Shamsi Dumbus, that's
Bro,
it.
what killed me was that there is a live stream. Why is there a live stream?
For the people that are very old.
عشان نشوف الزحمة.
Hold on. For people that are very old that do not have the physical ability to go and do it themselves, they can at least sit in front and see the live stream and get an idea and a feeling to what's going on in the nation. Should I make you even more dumb than this?
feel
Should I make you
connected.
stupid? Do you want to get you more dumb?
Bro, go stand in front of the palace and I don't know, put a wreath or something.
All right. Thank God you're not British.
Thank God.
I
actually agree with
thank
that.
God. No, thank God. No. God saved them.
I actually
All right?
agree with
God saved them.
And me.
not you.
And me.
Not you, dumbass.
Terrible cuisine.
You stupid.
I'm just saying.
You are stupid.
Fucking hate fish and
man.
chips, bro.
Oh yeah, Shabs, if I go check.
Please do not slander fish and chips on this podcast.
What do you mean?
With vinegar and lemon?
Yes,
Lemon.
Ah, there you
has
go.
to be, yes.
And salt?
It's just
Yes, of
terrible,
course.
bro.
Fine seasoning.
You are a terrible person.
He eats burgers for breakfast. Just don't talk
Yeah,
about
you're a
food,
human
please.
garbage.
What do they have? What do they call it? Mashed potatoes?
Bangers and mash.
Bangers and mash.
Yes.
Yeah, they're delicious. How dare you?
The hell is a banger?
I don't know, but it bangs.
What is a banger?
It's a banger.
Okay.
I've
It's a website that you go to and next. Like,
listeners,
it's the one you turn your VPN for.
I don't do websites.
listeners, I've had haggis. It is quite tasty.
It's not even British, bro. It's Scottish.
United
Oh,
Kingdom.
sorry.
yeah.
Wait. What?
It's Scottish.
Scottish.
Let's get an
where does,
okay. Is this true? Yes or no?
Where does Scotland?
Wait.
Okay, you know Scotland is its own nation, right?
Okay. Would you relax for a second?
Part of the British Empire.
Lady, stop.
Or there's this thing called
Thank
United
you very
Kingdom.
much.
Yeah, there you go.
British Kingdom.
How dumb do you want to get today, Yashamsi?
I've never seen an Englishman eat haggis. Just saying.
We got a bunch of
I'm a
people
Saudi
here
that
that
ate
can actually
haggis.
answer
It's
that
like
for
it's
you.
easier, yeah.
Have you had haggis?
She's
Do you
saying
like
she
it?
does.
Hated
But
it. She hated it.
But she
hated it.
had it.
Yeah.
So shut the
As
fuck
an
up.
English person, she did not appreciate haggis in her life.
Oh my God. This guy is stupid.
Dude, this is next
I'm
topic.
just
Let's
saying,
not
let's-
talk about food,
So,
Shamsi, please.
anyway, do you remember we had a conversation about drones? I think about X episodes ago.
Killer drones.
No,
Which ones?
this guy's an idiot.
Which ones?
This,
We were talking
about
about,
drones, that drone, like this conversation.
About what's the name? We were talking about using drones for traffic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Look at the
Yeah.
traffic patterns.
Traffic
and-
police
Yes.
drones,
Remember,
yeah.
I was like, what if they use that? Would you guys be okay with it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember we had that conversation?
Yeah.
I think that's true.
Oh wait, that's actually
Nice.
happening.
Yeah, they're gonna launch it.
That's cool.
dope.
That's
Okay.
really
Yeah,
fucking
where
good.
are they launching it? Here in Saudi?
Yeah, Riyadh.
Nice. When is that happening?
I have no idea. So all the traffic police are gonna have drones. They can see all the traffic, all the congestions. So hopefully King Fahad would not be packed like today. I spent like an hour on it.
Yeah,
Dude,
honestly,
that's going to
just
control so much traffic.
real
Yeah.
real time flow management. And that's literally what it is. You're just figuring out how to manage the flow, using drones. I think it's a great idea, honestly.
So you're saying Elantra owners' days are numbered.
Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
You better
yes.
watch out.
Yes. All that speeding is gonna go away now.
Imagine they can give them tickets with drones.
Ah.
But
Here-
it's good.
Speaking of
No,
tickets.
not even Tisgut, Talheem. Talheem, if you...
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Bro, my
quiet,
problem
quiet.
is-
That's my vibe. All right.
I don't care. You
Yeah.
should be punished for it.
I am. By the
Please
way,
punish.
by the way, like I'm gonna say something. Just tell me yes or no. Is your license plate Noor?
No.
Okay. Because I saw an Audi just like yours, and the license plate was Noor. It's the same color as yours, and I thought it was yours, and I came in speeding, bro.
Bro, you realize he doesn't drive.
I know.
right?
I know. I came to the passenger
I
side.
don't like to drive. There's a difference because when I drive, I assume people are civilized.
Press the button. Press the button.
They're not civilized here.
Okay,
He's
because
wealthy,
you
he's
could
wealthy.
you could afford
Relax,
to
relax,
you can
relax.
afford to not drive.
A chauffeur. you know.
Wealthy man.
So what's the name? He acts like he's broke.
Yeah.
He lives in a state.
I can afford. I cannot not afford
he
to
has
not drive.
servants at home and drivers.
I cannot afford to not drive.
He lives
Okay.
in Casa de Shamsi.
Listen. Once I took my car for
Hacienda.
service, right?
Hacienda, yes.
I took my car for service. I called him up. I was like, yo, I'm doing, I'm taking my car to service. It's next to his fucking house. It's at the end of the world.
Palatial estate.
Yeah, he's like, oh, my car needs to go service too. Guess who took his car to service?
Mary and
The driver.
We have somebody
The driver.
responsible for
We have
that.
somebody responsible.
Somebody. There's a bell. There's a bell that they ring. Okay, whenever they ring that
No
bell,
bell.
someone takes the
There's no bell, Turks. There's no bell.
All right.
I forgot about the lunch bell. Yes, they do have a bell for lunch.
Just for lunch.
Not like a farm bell.
Wait,
It's not for cars.
Hey, yeah, hear what he said. He's
no
like, yeah, just for lunch. We're not that rich to have dinner.
You actually have a bell
We
for
just have a
lunch.
lunch bell.
Dinner.
You actually have a lunch bell.
Yes, it's when you ring the bell is when
yes.
it's supposed food is supposed to be
Oh,
served.
so you ring the bell, ding, ding, ding. Oh, it's nana time.
It's food time. It's food time. You ring the bell and food is served. Okay.
Y'all are children, yo.
I'm just saying, Annie.
But anyway, I don't know how we got here. But
Great
drones.
real-time traffic management. Fuck yeah, we love drones. Drones are great.
Oh my god. Anyway, so today I was going somewhere, right? Speaking of traffic and drones, and for a long, long time, I've been very nice
While driving.
let me finish. To women drivers.
Okay.
I was like, yo, I know that this is something new for them, so I'm gonna give them space, right?
Okay.
But today was different.
Today was different.
Yeah, today someone like I had to put my foot down finally.
Finally.
You chose
Finally.
violence today.
Today I chose. I didn't choose violence. I didn't choose violence. What are you talking about?
I chose not to be nice.
Yeah, I chose not to be nice.
Yeah.
I gave like she was in the middle lane, right? And I'm like high beaming, like, yo, pick right, pick left. I'm trying to move.
Okay. Wrong. Mistake number one.
Uh-huh.
You confuse them when you do that.
Okay.
Okay.
And guess what she was doing?
What?
Because I was I'm behind her, right? So I could see through the car. She was doing her hair.
As you-
Oh,
She was
wow.
throwing her hair inside the car.
kidding
And the
me.
car was like in the middle lane. I was like, you know what? It's game over now.
Obviously, Adi, that's not something you can concern yourself about.
I can't.
unfortunately, yeah.
You know, I keep my hair at home like a normal person.
Yes. As you should.
I don't take my hair outside.
As a responsible
Exactly.
citizen.
Yes.
Yes.
I care about people's safety. I keep my hair at home all the time. Okay.
In their eyes.
I didn't even show it to these people.
I've seen his head of hair. It's luxurious. It's
Yes.
like a flowing mane.
Yes.
It's wealthy.
Elvis would kill for it. Anyway, but anyway, today I decided, you know what, this time.
So what did you do? What was your response to hair waving woman?
Very simple
Hair
because
waving woman driver.
because we're being documented right now.
Okay.
I'm not gonna tell you what I did, but she pulled over to pray real quick.
Oh, for real?
Yes.
Okay.
She's it's prayer time now.
I'm glad that you managed to
To remind her of God.
to
Yes.
support her faith. You know,
You know, we are religious people. I just
Yes.
have to make sure that she remembers that, you know, God exists.
like you just need to thank God every now and then
Exactly.
for blessings for you know
Anyway,
for being alive.
I thank you guys for
Well done, Adil, on looking out for these streets. These mean streets are mean.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
There's a podcast that I want to talk about, but not yet. I would like to do breakdowns of the episode. There's a podcast called Let Me Be the One to Say podcast.
Oh yeah.
Just came out. Our friend Jawahar just launched that podcast. I think everybody
Gang,
should go.
gang.
You'll find out Spotify, Apple,
Congrats,
everywhere. Shout out to Jawahar. Shout out to the
Congrats.
great work that she's doing. And we look forward to more episodes. I want to discuss our episodes later on, but not today
Yeah, sure.
because for documentation purposes.
Interesting topic.
Because important.
Because important men is
Because
important.
yes.
Well, anyway, we just what else came out? Aziz dropped his EP.
with Nabil MBL,
With Nabil, yeah, well-
entitled Oceana. It's a
Yes.
3-track.
Okay, spell Oceana.
Ocean.
Okay, wow.
Oceana.
Spell Oceana.
It's like ocean.
Stop.
But with an
No, stop, woman. Stop.
Okay.
Okay.
OCEAINEI, whatever.
Yeah.
What is guy?
E-I-O-U.
Okay. You were on the right track.
It's adjacent here.
All right.
It's
Okay.
OCEANA.
MIS.
So ocean,
All right.
LMNOP.
So I told, well, let's be honest. Aziz.wav is your cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We love the boy.
We don't know this. Okay,
Alright.
but now we do.
We love Aziz.
Yes, we do.
Aziz is an amazing person.
But
We get that. Okay.
yeah.
So when he told me what's going to be the name of the album, I asked this very simple question. Not a hard question. What the fuck does Oceana have to do with what we do here? I was like, you have the Red Sea right next to you. Why are you calling it Oceana?
That's why the album cover was red.
But the funny thing is,
Yeah.
why did he call it Oceana?
Well, I have no idea.
It's
Actually.
not because of Oceana.
No.
No, it's
Why?
because of just Oceana.
What? I don't.
That's
What do you-
exactly it.
What do you mean?
That's how Aziz explained
Did
it.
you actually ask him?
Yes.
And he actually responded that
That's
way.
how you
And
explained it.
that's
to
the
me.
logic behind it.
So the logic is
with a head
Yeah,
wave.
I was like, you're not in New Zealand. He's like, no, it's Oceana.
You do know where Oceana comes from, right?
Yes.
1984.
Yes.
The novel.
Yes.
There's 3 nations.
1984. Then, oh yeah.
Okay, in
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
1984.
George-
I thought
what
it was the
it?
year.
All right, you're
The
gonna get
novel.
your ass kicked.
Okay. There's 3 nations in there.
It's been due for a while.
Oceana is one of them. So I don't even know what he's trying to go for with the name, honestly.
I'm pretty sure he didn't go that deep, to be honest, with the
At
name.
all.
It's like the ocean, but
No.
There's a consistency of stupidity in
The
this
Shamsi
guy's
Comedy
family,
Hour
bro.
is on point.
The only that's consistent
Oh my god!
is time and his stupidity.
But the EP is great. Like
It's a
honestly,
great EP.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
It's a great EP.
It's been on repeat
It's a great EP.
for the past couple
I have
of days.
opinions. We'll talk about it next week.
Okay.
I have opinions on his tracks. I don't want to play it today because I don't care for him that much.
No, we don't.
I love
We
Aziz.
do love you, Aziz.
Yeah, shout out to Aziz. Right?
Okay, but we got things to do.
We got better things to do.
Okay.
But what's the name? Who else is dropping?
What else happened?
mdlbeast announced September 22nd. Well, actually, look, there's 3 announcements for
Multiple,
mdlbeast.
yeah.
All right. Or 3 or, well,
Multiple.
let's go through them first. So the first announcement was Arabia.
Aravia.
I call it Arabia.
Okay.
All right, not Arabia.
So Middle Beast.
You cannot pronounce words either. We just forgot about that.
Middle Beast is coming to the World Cup. Middle
Yes.
Beast are going to be launching
In Qatar?
In Qatar, an entire month of different
28
performances.
days, 56, I think.
Performances.
Yeah, 56
Performers. Yeah. So
Artists.
so it sounds like they're going to literally start with the start of the World Cup.
It's going to be a mdlbeast club in the middle of Qatar.
Nice. Honestly, that's a great idea. I think it's a really good way to both introduce your brand to a global audience that's going to be coming to Qatar and taking advantage of a global event that's going to be happening for a month.
How long is the World Cup happening for?
28 days.
So with every
Literally take advantage, Turks. Are you
That
not
is
listening?
why it's there for 28
after
days.
every single match day
Every single day.
single-
ends in a
day.
Middle Beast concert.
If you want.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So anytime you finish a match, there's a party that's 100% is happening.
Yeah. They haven't announced all the details in terms of who are going to be the performers and the dates, not the dates, the timings for it. But honestly, it's just an added incentive for me to go to Qatar. Like for somebody, if you're actually interested in
The
going
only
to World
problem is you won't be able to find reservations, bro. Today, one of the guys in Qatar was sending me videos.
hotels
All
and
the
stuff?
streets are still like getting prepared. And how many days left to the World Cup? 60 something?
Cup,
60 days?
63 days. Thank you.
62.
Being Sports for telling us on a daily basis.
Yes, okay.
Actually,
There's a countdown.
every
single
single day.
You can see it in the corner, I think, after the match.
Oh wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, Real Madrid are playing Atletico Madrid right now. So
And
if you
we
see
are
us ignoring
watching.
you,
Yeah, exactly.
there's a reason for it. Diego Simone is really angry right now.
It's called the Madrid Derby.
I'm looking for a yellow card. Give him a yellow. Come on, ref. Come on, be a man. Anyway, so
So that's the first announcement.
that's the first one. 28 days.
The second one I saw today, they just started selling tickets for Soundstorm.
September 22nd, they start selling tickets for Soundstorm.
Okay.
They always start selling from September. So, I think it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be cheap at first and you get more expensive as we get closer.
Early bird people are going to get the cheaper tickets. But honestly, the fact that they're doing it from now, you need people need to prep. Simple as that.
They always did it from September.
Yeah, but
They've always done it
like
this
for
way.
me, I appreciate seeing it now. You're giving people enough time to actually figure their shit out.
You're only saying that because you remember something that was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
see?
Middle Beast has been always doing it 3 months in
Compare and
advance.
contrast.
Yes. No, you're just an idiot. I told you. It's
Yeah.
stupid.
What was the third one?
I think the third one was DJ Khaled.
Oh, did they announce that?
Well, they didn't announce it, but it's been in the news. I've
Okay.
been reading it around.
So what exactly is going on?
I don't really know. I'm acting like I'm stupid. I don't really know what's going on.
Okay.
And
You have no
but
idea, huh?
I have no clue. I just saw it somewhere like DJ Khaled. Oh my God. I'm like, oh,
Okay.
amazing.
Interesting.
So we look forward to that. Honestly, I have no idea.
Definitely. I definitely look forward to that.
But shout out to Middle Beast. I look forward to this year's, man. As much as I want to go to Qatar for the World Cup,
I don't think I'm going on.
I don't think none of us are going, bro. Unless we can find reservations. I'll be more than happy to,
I'm looking at him
You call
Well,
yourself
hold on,
football
yes.
fans.
Why do you look at me?
because you are number one.
yes,
You have
you
number-
are the wealth.
You have number one connections and friends.
Oh,
I know.
yes.
I know.
No, screw you. Yes, you know someone. We're not gonna say it right here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but you know someone that's really important.
Someone's.
I know some people that are very
There we
important.
go.
Okay, first off, we all do. All right, shut the fuck up. All right, relax. I'm talking about a specific person. You know exactly what I mean.
We need to be pampered, number one.
This is a post podcast conversation.
No, fuck that. It's gonna be on the record. I want
It's
tickets.
on the spot.
I'm telling you right now. I want tickets.
I'll call my people.
I want a great bet.
You don't care about football. Just come with me. We'll have fun, me and you.
Inshallah.
Listen, just get 2 tickets.
You
Just
will
me
get
and you.
Arabia.
That's it. Don't give him nothing. Just me and you,
What do you
bro.
mean, just
That's
you
it.
and me?
Exactly.
You can
Me and you against the world, buddy. We got this. We got this.
Look at us.
Honestly, as somebody who's both experienced the first match and the final match of a World Cup, I'm good. So, Adi, go ahead to have fun. Enjoy.
the fuck is he talking
Petty.
about?
Yeah.
He's
Petty?
flexing.
It's a
He's
wealth.
flexing.
It's a flex. It's a
about,
wealth.
bro?
He's
It's
flexing.
it's a jelly.
I went to the first and I went to the final. Look at
Yeah,
me. I'm
I'm
so
good.
cool.
Exactly.
You are dumb, yo.
I am.
You are stupid.
I am dumb.
So every final is the same, right?
Of course it is. They're all finals.
Shamsi,
Something ends.
Shamsi, let's be
You know,
realistic.
similarity.
I'm done,
Every
I'm
final
done,
ends
I'm
with
done,
somebody
I'm done,
taking
I'm
a
done,
cup.
I'm done.
You know?
Shamsi, let's be
I'm
realistic.
done, I'm done.
The highlight of your trip
It's alright.
to Russia for the World Cup was you running to that flagpole and breaking
First
your
off,
face.
the highlight of
was
him
not a
going to
highlight.
Russia
That was a
the
highlight for
bungee
me.
jumping.
That was a highlight for me.
It was actually making it back.
The Spider-Man bungee jumping. That was hilarious.
Wearing Spider-Man suit.
you see it?
It was beautiful.
It is still on YouTube.
It was,
You never saw it?
I never saw it.
Bro, it's literally there.
yo,
We
a
showed
whole
you.
new plethora
whole
of
new
material.
world?
Who was wearing the
Yeah, a
squirrel?
whole new world.
Whole fantastic
Nobody.
point of view.
No, it wasn't me.
Was it Super Mario then?
No, that was just me with the Spider-Man costume.
Oh, is there no one else?
I wanted to do Batman, but I was afraid the cape would choke me. So I was like, no, let's go something without a cape.
Okay.
So I
And you went with Spider-Man.
went with Spider-Man.
Superhero 101.
He has no cape.
Here's the thing: when you're bungee jumping, you shouldn't be concerned about choking. You should be concerned about something else.
Well, bro, there's gravity, there's air, there was a river below me, you know.
Whiplash.
Okay, you got 3 elements so far. Okay, one more.
Oh, I'm just glad I made it back,
Okay,
honestly.
cool.
Well, anyway, anything else on these before we bounce?
No, I think that's it.
That's it?
And there's
don't have any
others
questions?
international things.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah. Oh, I totally forgot. My bad, y'all. I'm like all over the place. All right.
wow.
Actually, there was a couple
Okay.
of good questions I want to go to be honest. How do you, okay, questions. Oh, yeah, question number 1.
Okay, this is question time.
This is the questions intro.
Question time.
Questions.
Okay.
Anyway,
Beautiful theme song.
all right, the first question. How do you deal with people who you have outgrown who refuse to accept your good changes?
Refuse to accept.
Yes.
اقطع اسحب.
Yes.
Like, don't wait. If
Bob
you
and
refu-
weave.
No,
Bob and
if
weave.
you refuse to accept how I'm becoming a better person, then I don't need you in my life.
Define better person here. There, because when you define outgrown, the first thing I thought was like, yo, I'm in a different place than this person right now. But if he can't accept the good changes I've made, that implies that my lifestyle has changed significantly.
Mhm.
Like we no longer hang out late until early morning or whatever. He's like, yo, when did it become a square? Whatever. Like, that's,
Okay, Grandpa.
yeah. For example, that from the statement of the question, that's why I understood.
That's what I understood either.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if that's
I'll tell you from my experience.
man of
Because
Exactly.
I evolved, I don't know how many times. How many
This is
shut up. how many times Pokemon's evolved?
No,
100.
don't worry about it.
There you go.
depends on which version. Depends. Are you holding a stone? Are you male or female? Are you
goes
are
up
you
to
a-
260.
Are you a legendary?
I asked the
are
wrong
you-
question.
Are you a legendary Pokemon?
You asked the wrong guy.
Are you shiny?
Let me answer
Are you
your
shiny?
So anyway,
Are you Eevee? That's
for
a whole
a
different.
guy
that's a whole
that
different thing,
keeps
yeah.
changing with the time, trying to make myself better. I'm not talking about like health or whatever. No, I'm talking about financially, everything in my life.
Evolving as a human being.
as a person, you know, being bald and beautiful is very hard sometimes. But anyway,
Bald and better.
keep my hair at home. But I found, and the boys know, they know one of our friends. There was someone that I used to be very close to. I've known him longer than I've known the boys.
Somebody.
But my bad. Who was number 2? That was you?
That's me, yeah.
Okay, he's 3. All right, let me cut him off real quick. So what's his name? I decided to change for something better, right? And then I tried to bring this person along with me. And I'm like, yo, come on. We get to do this new thing.
Yeah, he wasn't matching the energy.
Not only he wasn't matching, he did not care for the change, right? And then after I went and I did my own thing, he felt like I still should be the old person with him when I'm around him. That I can't be this new me. So once I saw that, I just cut it off and I just kept moving.
Are they holding you back? That's the main question that you should ask yourself.
Should you wait for someone to hold you back?
No, the
No,
question, the
if you
question
feel
comes.
the energy of them holding you back,
Well, the question comes like,
that's
so this
when
person
it's
is
all-
not accepting your positive changes.
True.
So if they're not
Yeah.
accepting it, then why are you still bothering to give them? the
Both
time
of you
day?
do know, since you've been doing this podcast with me, if you guys did not agree to do this podcast, you guys would have never seen me again.
oh, true.
Probably,
I know.
Right?
very
Oh, yeah?
likely,
That's exactly it.
very likely.
I get something new to do. I'm trying to do something new in my life. I'm trying to get to another level in my life.
You invest your time.
Either you support or you accept. But you trying to make me be the old person. I'll give you a good example.
Drag you down. It's a
I
drag
met
you
I
down.
met an old friend of mine a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
Right? And the first question he asked me, he was asking me questions of things that happened in his life.
Yo, where's my money?
No, hell no. No, I don't play that game. Come on, bro, we're wealthy. He asked me questions that happened in his life. So he was married and divorced, right? And he was like, yo, did you get married and get divorced? I'm Like,
Oh,
nah.
so he's trying to compare and contrast.
Exactly.
basically. Okay.
He's trying to say, yo, are we living the same life or not?
Are we in the same kind?
And then when I showed him, bro, like when we were friends, when we were hanging out, it was the young version of me that was trying to have a lot of fun. Right now, I'm in a different place. And I can see in his eyes, he just did not understand. Like, why are you different? Oh, you changed.
It didn't click.
Yeah. So because it doesn't click, I don't have time for people to explain to them why I want to change, why I want to be better. If you can't get with me, I'm gone. I don't need to be with you.
True. As a friend, your point, your role here, as you mentioned, Adil, if you're not going to actively support me, then just accept it and be okay with the change and be happy when you see me. But if you're going to keep going back to, yo, why aren't you the person you were 5 years ago? Because people grow, people evolve, people change, people don't stay the same. Or they should.
I would love you to get a mirror and smack it right in front of his
Keywords,
face.
should. Keyword there.
Right in front of his face.
Should. That's
and
why I
let him
said should.
repeat the whole sentence again.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, next question.
Go.
I'm not going to read this.
Please do.
I'm not going to read this.
Please do. I beg you.
What's your right?
I'm not,
beg you.
I'm not going to read
Don't
this.
make me beg. I'll read it.
He's already begging, bro.
No, I'm not reading this.
It's that bad, huh?
I beg you. I
It's that
beg you.
bad.
No.
I'll give you money.
Next question.
Number one, stop. Stop with these terrible questions.
Actually, this is a good one. What do you consider new Saudi heritage? What if today will be appreciated in 50 to 100 years?
طاش مطاش.
That's not today.
That's not new.
That was like back then.
Today-ish.
Masamir.
No, it's not today.
I would say Masamir.
You think Masamir is going to be the new Saudi heritage?
لا لا شوف heritage is
Heritage
different.
is a big
The question said fucking heritage.
Heritage. I don't think that's easy to figure out because heritage is something that builds over a long period of time.
It's generational.
Yeah. So
I get that the question is telling us to anticipate, basically, but it's
You can't
heritage
really
is
tell.
something very difficult to anticipate.
Yeah.
I mean, I think one thing.
Could I give you a thought?
I think one thing that could change is the view. It's not. It doesn't change. It just becomes more widely known. And Saudi is a very generally Saudi people are super generous. They're super welcoming. They're super open. They're super inviting. So having Saudi become a tourist destination will allow more people to see that, and hopefully that will seep down the line to actually having that
Thank you
reputation.
for saying that. Let me add on to that.
To have that reputation of just like when you think of the French are snobby. No, the Saudis are welcoming. The Saudis are inviting. The Saudis are.
He had this shit on.
You had to.
No, I'm just giving an example.
You're stupid.
I'm just giving an example.
No, okay, then building on that, right? You said with the opening of tourism, people will get to see what Saudi is. But don't you feel like that also throughout time, with all the tourism that's happening, that Saudi itself is going to evolve?
Definitely.
True.
Oh, definitely.
And that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Do you think that the things that we had today and the values we have today is going to be around 100 years?
I think it's going to change with time, but a lot of the core values
the
are
core
going to be
values
there.
are religious.
Yeah.
So we're always going to have
And not
the
just
core
the social
values.
obligations as well. How we view ourselves as a
social
society.
obligations changed from the 90s to today.
Okay, not obligations.
All right,
Let's say
what's the name of your neighbor?
not obligations.
See what I mean?
Not obligations.
See what I mean?
Not obligations, maybe necessarily, but let's say there's always going to be a strong core of us as Saudis. Let's say respecting our elders, of being a communal.
Yeah, but that's not what we're
communal
talking
people.
about.
That's
No.
cultural. That's
Yeah, that's
histor-
different.
That's,
Yeah.
that's not something new happening
That's your
today.
family teaching you manners
Yeah,
too.
that's-
all right?
that's-
That's
yeah.
different. But we're talking about the things that we consider today as something that is, especially when it comes to our tribes, right? Some things that we hold sacred, it might not be the same in a couple of years because there are things that people back in the day held secret that's not exist today.
Yeah.
So with our evolution, I don't think we're going to be the same people.
No, we're not.
In any way, shape, or form. And I'm talking about in clothing and style and speaking and everything. What is it going to be? I think the people are going to dictate. I think this young generation,
Definitely.
I think
this young generation that's getting all this vision, they're the ones who are going to benefit out of
I
that.
think,
It dictates as well.
I think
You said it
genuinely,
dictates.
genuinely the thing that's going to demonstrably change, and we're going to witness it most acutely very soon, is the idea of what is the nuclear family here in Saudi Arabia. The idea of usually it's like you're married by your 20s, have a couple of kids by your 30s, you live in a house that you own. You know, and I know that's
Nah.
It's not sustainable.
Nah.
No, that's
Yeah,
gonna
that's not.
change.
I barely know people who get married in the 20s.
Yeah.
Yes, and you barely know people in their 30s who own houses.
Yes. I don't know anyone in the 30s own houses, minus a couple of people that.
Yeah, like wealth.
Oh, I'm not in my 30s. Yeah. I don't know anyone in my 30s that has houses.
wealth aside, the old stereotype of okay, بيت سيارة.
By
That's our parents' generation.
Yes, that's our parents' generation. House, car, kids.
Yes. Now this is gonna be different. Like okay شقة okay تقطعهم سيارة يمكن تسدد أقساطها 50,000
Look,
قدام.
because you can't afford things in the same way that you did before,
That will change the culture.
that is already changing the culture. And because of all of that that's happening, it's going to change the values. Because it's not the same values that we grew up with.
True.
It's not the same values our parents' generation grew up with either.
Yes. At the same time, I don't want to involve myself in the middle because you guys know, like, I didn't grow up here, but like, you know, my tribe is from here. So like, I have a feeling for this place. My cousins will see it totally different than what I'm talking about today. But that's the way I see it, looking at everybody else, looking at my boys, looking at our community that's around us. It's not the average.
I feel 40 years from now, I agree with you in terms of the society is going to be transformed in a way that might be unrecognizable to somebody who lives in this time. Like you tell me that, yo, it's, you know, this is what Saudi is today compared to what it was 40 years ago from today. You know,
It's not. Yeah.
I'm saying-
I can tell you 20 years ago from today. Well, 5.
There we go. No, there we go. That's what-
6
but
years
that's what
ago.
I'm saying. It's the same. It's that same level, you know, of drastic transformation for the
Alright.
better, obviously. Inshallah. Yeah.
Next one.
Yeah.
Go on.
We got a couple ones, and we're gonna bounce. Again, I keep seeing this question. I'm not.
Don't.
Oh, topic. The role of expats in building the kingdom of Saudi Arabia. You know he's an expat when he says the kingdom of Saudi Arabia. He goes just a Saudi.
The role of expats, it's been crucial in actually building the country because Saudis didn't have a lot of skills that expats came and brought to the country, whether it's in terms of education, in terms of industrial, in terms of finance as well. But nowadays, I feel a lot of the skills that were in demand back in the day that you couldn't find Saudis having are things that we know today and we know how to do today. So I think it's lessening. It's not as important as it was.
I'd say it's lessening.
You know what I dislike about this?
Initially, I would say
Yeah, go ahead,
it's-
because I'm gonna watch this goal.
Yeah, initially I would say it's been overstated.
Nice.
Rodrigo, go ahead, Rodrigo. What a goal. I need a dance. Vinicius, give me a dance. There we go. There we go. There we go. Anyway,
Number one, you were saying.
You were saying number one?
I was saying before football interrupted.
Yes. Football first. Come on, you know that.
Exactly.
Football.
Priorities.
Yes. I would say like it's decreasing over time, but I would even go as far as say it was overstated initially, aslan.
What do you mean by overstated?
Because
Oversold?
overstated, like you know, the example I go to was Aramco. Like you had Saudis there digging the wells as well from day one. It wasn't just the
We have the pictures.
we have the pictures,
Yeah.
and we have people who are made their way up the corporate ladder.
Definitely.
Yeah,
But-
but,
but-
at some point you needed some expertise
Yes, and
that
that's-
you didn't.
I'm with him on this one,
Yeah.
okay? Because name a nation in the last, 40 years that built itself with its own people.
No, like my thing is like it's not like it had a significant impact, but the idea is that there seems to be a trend, unfortunately, among certain subsets of expats that we were just bystanders, and that's not really.
Oh yeah, no,
We-
that's
we
a
as
media
in-
game.
we-
No,
we
that's
as
a
in-
we
media
as in
game.
Saudis.
Yeah.
We as in
Yeah,
Saudis.
we're not playing that media game. No, we're talking about reality here. And reality, the people that came here to help build in the kingdom, they came here for a specific
Yeah,
thing.
it's an economic reality.
Yeah, it wasn't like an open
Demographics,
field that people
economics,
just came in and started
expertise.
building.
It's very normal. I'd even go as far as say like it's not even that extraordinary compared to other nations. Germany, when it rebuilt past the Second World War, it relied a lot on
The Marshall Plan.
Turkish people,
But also the Marshall Plan.
which involved Turkish people, I assume.
That came later. Trust me,
Yes.
that came much later.
So basically, yes, like
Shuf,
it happened.
I don't
everywhere.
think I don't think for any economy in the world today can live without immigration, can live without people coming from abroad and bringing skills from abroad. Even the more cloistered societies like Japan, for example. But at the same time, there's a difference between, completely relying 100% on non-nationals to build the country, and between figuring out which are the niche industries that still require specialized skills and taking those skills and transferring them to the local populace. And I feel
Knowledge transfer has been the biggest thing in the last 15 years.
yeah. But even when it comes to Aramco example, when Aramco started, you didn't have any Saudi geologists or Saudi engineers. Over a good 15 to 20 years, you started having those people come into the workforce, and that's why our college started. KFUPM to support
Don't
that.
call it a college. It's a
It
university.
started as
It's
a college, Turks.
prestigious.
It was called the College of Minerals, Turks. So
Okay, fair point.
that's what I'm saying. It's a process that happens across time.
عاد تبي تعرف كيف اذا جالس مع خريجين بترول لا تعرف هم بيعلمونك.
Everyone who graduates from
Yeah,
KPPM
they will
is
tell
an
you,
asshole.
they'll
All
tell
right.
Like it's like
Amen.
They think it's Harvard.
you're the vegetarians of colleges.
I know Harvard graduates that don't brag as much you guys do.
Piffed Harvard.
What does Harvard have the best petroleum school in the world? No, it doesn't. Fuck you talking about?
What is law? Go on.
What is medicine?
Okay, so you went to KPPM, right?
Yeah.
What'd you major in?
Aerospace engineering.
No. What'd you major in?
Not for a year.
Okay.
Hold on. You kept saying petroleum.
Three.
Come here. What'd you major in?
Marketing.
Shut the fuck
Somebody
up. all
needs
right?
to sell
Shut
that
up,
oil.
Shut up. Okay. Do you work at anything that has to do with oil? Shut the fuck up. All right. You.
Yo,
Would you graduate as what?
There's a lot of facilities that need architects when it comes to.
You need to build an oil facility. Adil.
He felt artistic.
Yes.
They're bragging about something they don't even fucking do. You went to a college that was good at something and took something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Pretty much,
I'm just
yeah.
saying. Y'all stupid.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But it was great though.
One last question for you, Bats. Okay, this is gonna be the last one. What's the social ideology you agree/disagree with when Okay, well, I got lost somewhere.
Okay.
What's the social ideology you agree/disagree with that most people use globally?
Social ideology?
Yes.
Socialism.
I don't believe in isms.
Socialism.
I don't believe in
socialism.
isms.
Except imperialism. Sorry, you can go.
I don't believe in any
He's a
isms.
liar.
Socialism, because people do not understand what that means.
What does it mean?
Break it down. Explain it.
It basically means like a more equitable society where the more fortunate support and subsidize the less fortunate
How?
by taxes, regulation, etc., etc. Like we can get into the theory all we want. But
It's about the ownership.
my main issue is that you are a green-haired college student. You think that
green.
Hold on, hold on.
Green.
He's a green-haired.
college student,
Okay, keep
How are you
going. All right, let's go.
green-haired college student, a Twitch streamer, and you think you know what socialism is. No, you do not. If socialism existed, you would not be sustaining a career based on playing Dark Souls 2.
First off,
One thing to add to that.
stop being woke.
Okay.
I am being anti-woke. These are
I
the
know,
woke
I know,
people.
I know.
So basically, just to kind of break down what he just said, the basic idea of socialism is that workers own the means of production in society.
No, that's called communism.
That's
Yes.
no.
No.
Socialism.
No, that's
workers
Guys,
own the means of
that's
production
communism.
and share it for the common public good.
This whole explanation is just lost on me.
Yeah,
so
and he
don't even
doesn't
bother.
care.
Don't even bother.
Yeah, and he
I'm not
basically-
going to understand
So,
it.
okay,
I'm not going to
I don't want you
understand
to
it.
explain it. I want you to answer the question. Do you have something, yes or no?
I don't
You?
believe in isms.
I said socialism.
Okay.
I don't believe in isms. What about you?
You're an
None.
ism.
I could really care less.
Yeah.
I could honestly care less. Everyone has their own way of living.
Like
so don't care
I
less.
believe in supporting the climate and all of that, and that's a global ideology movement.
that's
I
called
would-
I'm gonna wrap this up now.
No, I do.
Whenever you say supporting the climate, you're the. Do you have an electric car?
Bro, we've talked about this.
Do you save energy?
Yeah, of course I do.
How?
I don't turn my AC below 21. It's called efficiency.
Whoa.
it's called energy efficiency.
The
He's
sacrifice.
He's suffering.
But-
The sacrifice that you
bro,
go
bro,
through.
have you not been seeing the campaign on the streets? They're telling you be more efficient with your energy usage. That's
And you
what
go
I'm
like,
doing.
okay, 21 is it.
21 it
This
is.
is the limit. Right
21
there.
as it is.
You're talking about your bedroom,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Inside your estate.
I have no control.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, wait. So that's your bedroom inside your estate, right?
Uh-huh.
Where your family lives.
Uh-huh.
Where there's ACs everywhere in the house. That's on 24 hours a day, right?
Not
Central
correct.
AC?
Not
Sha-
true.
Not 24 hours.
There is
Oh,
central
okay.
AC though.
Yes.
18 hours. I'm sorry.
Shamsi, are the-
التقديم ترى برا.
Shamsi, I have a question. Are the gazelles that graze on your estate, are they carbon neutral?
They died of dehydration, number one. They no longer exist. Yeah. I'm just saying, we had to have them for dinner last year.
Listeners, I made a joke about him having gazelles as a joke. He did actually have gazelles on
Yes,
his
he did.
estate.
He did.
A long time ago, bro.
He did.
Long time ago.
You want to tell the good listeners where your great grand? Anyway, so
Okay. So, but in terms of ideology, I support general ideologies that look towards.
I support the thing.
Supporting climate initiatives.
Limit.
Climate. All right. Shout out to everyone for joining us. We appreciate every single one of y'all. This has been past the Kabsa. Let's get the hell out of here because this has been too long and Madid is playing. It's 1-0. Shout out to Madid, everybody else involved. Shout out to aziz.wav, everybody that's involved. There's a couple of announcements that we were going to get to, but we'll do it later on. And I want to say a special shout out to this superhero who is the audio engineer holding this fucking boom mic the whole
Amen.
time.
Amen.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Honestly,
I'll shake your hand.
cheers.
I'll shake your hand. I'll shake your hand. There you go. Right on. Like, you're a better man than me. I would have never done this bullshit. All right. Shout out to everybody. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for documenting this.
everyone.
We're all gonna go to jail after this. So we'll see ya next after 5 years. 5 years we get out. 5 years. We'll see ya 5 years. We out. Peace.
Minimum. Peace.
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 Peace.